Give it up for Sunny! Hey, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to Clash of the Planets. We have quite a show for you today, with the terrestrial planets battling against the Jovian planets for supremacy of the solar system. Let's get started with the terrestrials' top earner from last week, facing off against the Jovians' leader, Jupiter. We'll see who gets to start off. So are you ready for the first question?
Yes!
We surveyed all the stars in the Milky Way, and we have the top 6 answers on the board. So here's your question. What is the most dangerous place in space?
Singularity.
Congratulations, sir. You have guessed the #1 answer, because you would be spaghettified and ripped to shreds. Let's take this question back to your tip.
Yay!
So, Mercury, good to see you again. How's it feel to be back defending your title?
Feels great, ready to bring home another win to the inner planet.
Great, well, good luck with that. Back to the survey question. What do you think is the most dangerous place in space?
How about the great red spot on Jupiter?
Survey says? Yes, that's correct. Now, why did you pick the great red spot of Jupiter?
It's a 400-year-old storm with winds as high as 432 kilometers per hour.
Great choice, Mercury. Now let's move on to Mars. Hello, Mars.
Hey, Sunny.
So, Mars, your teammates have already chosen 2 correct answers. Let's see if you can get another one correct. Most dangerous place in space.
Well, I'm thinking maybe Earth's moons.
Survey says... Oh, I'm sorry, that's not one of the correct answers. Let's think back to 1969 when the Americans landed on the moon. So that's not one of the answers. Sorry. Remember that tonight we're only doing 2 strikes per team, so only 1 more strike, and then the question gets sent over to the Jovians. On to Venus.
Okay, Sonny, I'm ready to give another correct answer for the terrestrials.
Great. What is one of the most dangerous places in space?
Sonny, I'm thinking one of the most dangerous places in space is Titan.
Venus, that is correct. Why did you pick Titan?
I picked Titan, the moon of Saturn, because it's covered in liquid methane and ethane, which are 2 poisonous gases, and it has a temperature of -278 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow. Well, terrestrials are still alive in this round. Back to Earth for another answer. Earth, can you name another place that would be considered one of the most dangerous places in space?
Let's try Gallifrey.
Oh no, I'm sorry to tell you this, Earth, but Gallifrey is in fact not a real known planet. This question gets sent over to the Jovians. They're discussing. Jovians, do you have an answer?
After much discussion, we have decided to go with Io, the pizza moon of Jupiter. It has over 400 active volcanoes, and the smell of sulfur is killer.
Survey says? That is correct. The Jovians have stolen the points for the round from the terrestrials. Let's look at the last 2 responses that neither team were able to guess. Pluto and the dark spot of Neptune.
Oh, why didn't we think of that? Pluto is terrible. Frigid temperatures ranging from -378 degrees to -396 degrees.
Oh, and the Great Dark Spot is brutal. A huge Earth-sized hurricane with winds up to 1,500 miles per hour.
Very true. All right. Right now the Jovians are in the lead, but it's still anyone's game. Let's see if the terrestrials can catch up right after the break.
Hi, my name is Missy. I came into the shop today to try and sell my piece of the Challenger space shuttle. I'm hoping that with the money I'll be able to feed my cats. My husband won't let me use any of his hard-earned money to spend on cat food, so I'm hoping that with this I can stock up on all different types.
Good afternoon.
Hi, how are you doing?
Not too bad. What you got there? What's that?
Well, I was cleaning out my garage and I came across this. Last summer my family was vacationing down in Florida. One morning, we were all taking a walk down by the beach, and my little boy picked this up out of the water. We did some research on it, and it appears to be a piece of the Challenger space shuttle.
Let me take a look here.
My name's Erin, and I'm here at the shop today to try to sell part of a meteorite. I got this meteorite from my buddy that said it's from the original Peekskill meteorite impact site that hit in New York. I'm hoping to use the money to help my child that I just had. I'm a college student going through school, paying debts, and having a kid is not easy, all doing it at the same time. So I'm hoping with the money that I earned from this meteorite, I'll be able to help support my kid.
Hello, ma'am. How do you do today? What can I do for you?
Well, I believe right here that I have the meteorite that struck the car in Peekskill, New York. It had a young woman's Chevy Malibu. Ain't no paradise for that car, am I right?
Let me see. Looks official to me, but let me call up my buddy who's an expert on meteorites. He's an honors professor at Robert Morris University.
The person that sold it to me guaranteed me that this is the same meteorite that hit me in New York 21 years ago.
I would like to believe you, but Dr. Lasota is the go-to person when it comes to astronomy. I'll call him real fast. Hey Kenneth, I have a customer in the shop right now that has part of the Peekskill meteorite. Yeah, the famous one that struck the car in 1992, just north of Manhattan. Wait, really? It originally sold for how much? So you say the way to test its authenticity is to look at the inside of the meteorite. Oh, so the presence of a Woodman-Staton pattern means that it's truly a meteorite? Okay. Thanks, Kenneth. You take care now too. Bye-bye.
You had me at money, so what are we talking about here?
The Peekskill meteorite originally sold for $69,000. But before you start thinking like a millionaire, I need to look closely at the inside pattern of this meteorite. When the iron in these meteors up in space cool slowly over millions of years, camosite and taenite are formed, creating the pattern known as Woodman-Staton. Each meteorite has a different pattern, and that is because each one has a different composition and different cooling rate.
So let's cut to the chase. How much is mine worth?
Well, let me take a closer look. Well, I'm sorry to say, but you would have been better off buying the car that was hit. This rock right here is just that, a rock pawned off as a meteorite. Hope you still have your receipt.
That scoundrel, I can't believe I bought a rock.
Have a nice day. Hey, you're back.
Hey.
I have some exciting news for you once I put this out. Forget it.
What's the
We'll worry
exciting
about that later.
news?
Well, my guy ran some tests on it, and the results showed that it is an aluminum alloy plate, which was exactly what the Challenger was made from. He dated this plate to be about 25 years old, which would also put it in the right time frame. Ma'am, what you've got here is a piece of history.
Oh my gosh.
Any museum in the country would be dying to get this off your hands.
You're kidding. So how much is it worth?
Well, I think you could easily sell this to any museum in the country for about $10,000. Here's the deal. I'll do all that business with them and take this off your hands for $7,500.
Well, I was hoping to get at least $1,000 more for it. I don't know. Maybe I should keep it as a sort of historical family heirloom.
Okay, listen. This thing is just too cool. I have to have it. I'll go halfway with you for $8,000. But that's all I can do. Can't go anymore. I still have to take this and get it washed up and refinished. It's going to take a lot of specialized work. As you can see, that's my final offer. Take it or leave it.
Okay, well, it would probably just sit in my garage again for the next 10 years anyway. So you've got yourself a deal.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Hi, I'm Erin and I'm back again at Pawn Stars, and I'm hoping to luck out better this time with this artifact that I got from my grandfather that was a janitor at NASA. And this artifact is from the Apollo 11 mission, which I'm hoping is worth up to $100,000, which will hopefully help my kid and myself go through school and growing up together. Hey there, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
And what can we do for you?
I have something else here I'd like to sell you today that I think will turn out much better.
Better than the rock? Is it a pretty rock?
Shut your filthy mouth, Chun-Li. So what do you have this time?
Well, I have the flag that was supposedly from the Apollo 11 space mission to the moon. However, many people question whether the mission happened or not. My grandpap worked for the NASA as a janitor, but he was still a part of the whole space race excitement. Anyway, he was cleaning up one night and he found something strange. He said it was proof that the US never made it to the moon, but instead staged the whole entire operation.
Wait, didn't robots land on the moon?
No, Chun-Li. That was the Transformers movie.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you $500.
Well, I was looking more towards around $100,000.
I just don't know if anyone will buy it.
I'll buy it.
Chun-Li, if you say one more word, I swear to God I'm throwing you out of this store. I'll give you $1,000, but that's as far as I'll go.
I'll go half of my offer. How about $50,000?
$5,000, but that's my final offer.
Hey, that's how much my car's worth.
Chun-Li,
I'll leave.
goodbye.
Hi, I'm Chumley, and this is my lucky pencil. It's green. Green is my favorite color. Green is lucky. Because I'm Irish.
But you wouldn't tell that I'm Irish because my skin color isn't Irish. But it actually is Irish. There's a lot of darker skinned people in Ireland. You wouldn't know that though, because they don't show it in movies. Because they're very stereotypical. But there's a lot of people my color in Ireland. We actually have our own name. We call ourselves
Chinchillas. Yeah. Lucky pencil.
I know a guy who's really into the moon landing conspiracy. Let me give him a call and see if he can give us some insight into this.
Okay.
Hi there. Oh, I'm doing great. I'm with a customer here, and they brought in an artifact from the Apollo 11 mission. Oh, so you talked to Neil Armstrong on his deathbed. And he said what about the landing? Okay, I'll let her know. Thank you.
Well, what did he say?
Well, my man said...
Let's see if our next entrepreneur can convince either of our sharks to give him $2.5 billion for the 25% stake in his company he says can make trillions. And let's once again meet our sharks. Christopher Boeing made billions on the aerospace industry, and Holden De Beers of the De Beer Diamond Company. Our next presenter, Jordan Fraser.
So tell us about your product.
Hello, I'm Jordan Fraser, founder of VME, Voyage of Mining Extraction. VME develops technology for space mining and actively applies the technology into operation. I was previously employed by NASA and left NASA 2 years ago with several of my colleagues to form our own business in search of profits. We've invested and raised over $1 billion to fund an expedition to retrieve samples from a platinum-rich asteroid between the Moon and Earth. I'm looking for a $2.5 million investment in exchange for a 25% stake in my company. Our plan is to invest this money in equipment for a large-scale mining expedition on the asteroid. Over the past 2 years, we've developed specialized unmanned probes that are capable of mining and storing and returning samples to Earth. Our probes are programmed with proprietary software to pilot to the asteroid, land, and then engage in search and recovery of precious metals. The probes are powered by solar panels, and our in-house developed spectroscopy modules can differentiate between rocks and precious metals. Rocks are discarded while precious metals are stored. On the bow of the probe are situated drilling instruments to physically mine the asteroid. Located on the sides are extraction instruments to scoop and store the precious metals. The expedition will take roughly 1 year to return with cargo. and we expect it will take 2 years from now to upscale the prototypes and on average 6 months from launch to return. The asteroid we found is 10 meters in diameter with an expected platinum reserve of $12 billion. Any questions?
What's preventing another larger company, say, from taking your little design here? Mr. Boeing over here, what's stopping him from, say, taking your idea?
Well, we currently have the patents for our proprietary software that pilots and operates the mining probes. It would be very difficult to develop similar software from scratch. My colleagues and I are experts in the field with experience from NASA that no one can replicate.
Given the rarity of the metals that you plan on mining on this asteroid, what do you expect will be the ramifications on the global economy?
We expect the extraction of the asteroid to be a gradual process. We don't plan on dumping our product on the market all at once, thus oversaturating the market. Given the current demand for the platinum, we believe that the market can support our supply.
So this ore you retrieve, who do you sell it to?
Currently, we don't have any connections in the metals market. That's the reason why I'm here. We have the scientific expertise, but we need the market knowledge to sell our ore. Hopefully, a connection with De Beers can help us find a market for our goods without flooding the market.
I like your idea. And given my background in Boeing, I think I can help you make your idea possible. We have a significant amount of researchers who can help you make your probe possible. We can take this and mass produce it and extract a lot of metal. However, I think you're overvaluing your company. I'll give you $2.5 billion. However, I want at least 50% of the company in order to justify that.
Okay. I agree that you're overvaluing your company, but I think I can make a better offer. I'll give you $2 billion for 40%, and offer you the liquid assets that De Beers can offer. We might not have as much development aid as Mr. Boeing will do, but our company can offer you a lot more expertise in the selling of your materials and in the mining aspects.
Mr. De Beers over here, he may have some expertise in the metals market, but however, I believe his expertise is limited to diamonds. Anybody can simply find a market for your platinum, and it'd be rather simple. I believe my technological expertise is much more helpful, and I believe it'd be hard to find that expertise anywhere else, seeing as Boeing is the leader in aircraft and aerodynamics. So I believe you'd be better off going with me.
Liquid assets are what you're going to need. You're not developing this in the way that he's proposing. You're not mass producing these. You just need one, and you only need your expertise, your team. You want this to be your project, correct? You need liquid assets. You don't want what they are offering.
He does have more capital than I do. However, I do have the expertise, as I said. So you've heard from both of us. I think you need to make a decision. Do you go with me for $2.5 billion, 50%, or
me for 40% and $2 billion?
What will you do?
After thinking long and hard about it, listening to both of your arguments, I feel I have to go with the Boeing company for what they offer. They offer me the means to produce my probes, and what Mr. De Beers offers, I feel that we can find someone else for that. So I'm going to go with Chris here.
Excellent. I look forward to working with you.
fun at Camp Kuiper's, son.
This is going to be the best summer ever. I'm so excited.
Just remember to have fun, and I'll see you in 14 million years.
Sounds wonderful.
Have fun at Camp Kuiper, son.
Yeah, this is going to be totally awesome. I can't wait.
Just remember to be on your best behavior or you'll be back before you know it.
Yeah. See ya.
Hey.
Hello, campers. Today we're going to be making pictures of everything in the Milky Way. Galaxy, stars, planets, anything you can imagine. Go ahead.
Are you serious?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Sure, just watch out.
Hey, I'm sorry about the water. A couple of us are playing cards if you want to join us.
Sure, but you don't know what you're getting yourself into.
Okay.
Oh, it's my turn.
Not beating me with those cards.
You're good, but not good enough.
That's it. You got it coming now. All I've done has been mean to me ever since we've been here. What's this? It's my dad. Why do you have a picture of my dad?
Your dad? That's my dad.
And this is my mom.
That's my mom.
So that means
we're brothers.
When's your birthday?
January 1st.
Mine too.
So that means we're brothers and twins. Oh. Ooh. No, you don't. Ah!
It's Grandpa. Look at him. Look at Gramps. Oh man. Oh, good times.
I don't know if this will work, but I want to meet my dad.
I want to meet my mom too.
It'll be complicated. We would have to switch orbits and everything, but if you're up for it, I'm in.
Let's do it. See you.
Okay, is there anything else I need to know?
I don't think so. Call me when you get there.
Okay. Hey, Dad!
Hey, bud. How's camp?
Really good. Met a lot of interesting people. How are you?
Good. I was a little lonely here without you. Glad you're home.
Can we turn on the AC a bit?
Mom? Mom? A note. Uranus. Sorry I left when you weren't home, but I found someone more like me. There are leftovers in the fridge. Love you, Pluto. Mom. Huh. Hello?
Hello?
Mom left. There's only like a bunch of crappy food in the fridge, and I don't know what to do.
What do you mean?
She's gone. She's not here.
Well, I'm here with Dad. He's awesome, and I'm not leaving. Good luck. And the food isn't that bad.
bring the next two contestants down for a last question in the final round of a Clash of the Planets. Are you two ready? According to our survey, what is the brightest object in the sky? Mars.
I'm gonna go with the Medusa Cascade.
Ooh, Mars. The Medusa Cascade is not a real object in space, but it was a nice try. Yes.
The sun.
Hey! Survey says that's the top answer. Let's send a question over to the Jovians to try to finish out this round. All right, Neptune, you're up next.
My gut's telling me Rigel.
Very nice. Although well known for being the brightest star in Orion, Rigel is actually still the 7th brightest object. If you can guess this last question correct, you will win the round. Back to Jupiter.
When I think of the brightest objects in the sky, I think of stars. I'm gonna go with Sirius, because it's one of the brightest stars I know, so it must be one of the brightest objects.
Survey says correct.
Woo!
Sirius is in fact the brightest known star, aside from the sun. There are 2 more answers left on the board, and the Jovians have 0 strikes. Saturn, you're up next.
Well, I know a lot about one of my competitors, Venus, over there. And I know that she, much like the planet she's named for, is obnoxiously bright. So I'm gonna have to say Venus.
Well, that's a little bit of a backhanded compliment, but let's see what the survey says. It's the final answer. Survey says... The Jovians have gotten all the responses to this question. All right, with that, please send 2 Jovians to the Fast Money rounds. Who would you like to select?
I will be representing our team in the final round.
Okay, Saturn, I will ask you 5 questions, and you will have 1 minute to answer them. You and Jupiter must earn 200 points between the 2 of you in order to win the grand prize. You may only have 1 answer per question, so answer wisely. Saturn, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, first question.
Okay.
What is your favorite constellation?
The Big Dipper.
What is the hottest planet in our solar system?
Venus.
Name a planet that rotates the wrong direction.
Uranus.
What is a promising, potentially habitable place in space?
Enceladus. Saturn's moon.
Name a galaxy close to the Milky Way.
Andromeda.
Great answers. Let's look at the board to see your answers. Lost some points in the Big Dipper. Got to remember that a collection of stars we call the Big Dipper is actually a part of Ursa Major. But Enceladus, Venus, and Andromeda Galaxy, you hit the top answers. Enceladus, though it's very icy, shows signs of liquid water and carbon-rich organic chemicals. So it has some potential to support life. And Andromeda is close to the Milky Way, so close that within 4 billion years, they actually are expected to collide and combine.
Thanks.
So?
Well, I mean, 116 points for my team. That's not bad.
So now it's time to bring up Jupiter.
How'd we do? We didn't miss much, right?
Saturn racked up 116 points. So you're going to need to get 84 more in order to win the grand prize. Jupiter, are you ready?
Ready, Sonny.
First question. What is your favorite constellation?
Orion.
What is the hottest planet in our solar system?
Mercury.
Name a planet that rotates in the wrong direction.
Venus.
What is a promising, potentially habitable planet in space?
Mars.
Name a galaxy close to the Milky Way.
Large Magellan Cloud.
Great. Let's see how you did. Mercury is not quite the hottest planet, but otherwise great answers. With 203 points, the Jovians win. We'll be returning next week. The challenge is